Daily Mail. Exclusive. Trump considers relinquishing leadership of NATO and insists UK and France take more responsibility as Starmer plans return to D.C. with Zelensky to present United Front on Peace plan. I mean, this right here, the first paragraph is the news. Donald Trump is considering relinquishing its leadership role, or is considering having the U.S. relinquish its leadership role in NATO after insisting that European allies take more responsibility for the security of the continent, the Mail can reveal. The U.S. has held its leadership position since the founding of the Defense Alliance in the aftermath of World War II. Since then, the Supreme Allied Commander of Europe has always been a senior U.S. general. But in line with the U.S.'s insistence that European allies take more responsibility for Europe's security, it also expects a British or French general to take up this position. Yeah. This is massive. Elon Musk advocated for us getting out of NATO.
I have been saying for the longest time, let's get out of NATO, let's get out of the UN, all these post-World War II power structures that have been around for decades. We all know about the corruption. We all know that they don't really do a whole lot except for collect a lot of money and do a lot of corrupt stuff with it. And I think that this whole crony power structure kind of needs to go.
No matter what happens, for the UN to be effective, it is still going to rely on the United States military.
Yes.
There's no question about that. So, you know, do we move to a situation where the UN will decide, oh, we want to go and have troops here and have troops there, and the U.S. will decide maybe we do want to go, maybe we don't want to go? I think that's fine. That doesn't say anything about Article 5. If there's an attack on a NATO country, we're still obligated to defend them. What? That doesn't say anything about Article 5. If there's an attack on a NATO country, we're still obligated to defend them.
This post was fact-checked by proper OK Gates. What the soldiers you waffling about?
Bro, you obviously haven't read Article 5, so let's read it together. It reads as follows. If a NATO member is attacked, each member state is to assist by taking such action as the member state deems necessary, including the use of armed force to restore and maintain the security of the North Atlantic area. Let me repeat myself. Each member state is to assist by taking such action as the member state deems necessary, meaning America has no legal obligation to militarily defend any NATO member. It's not a legal obligation, it's an option. So the Americans are going to intervene how and if they feel like it, meaning in case of war in Europe, they might send weapons to Europe, or they might send brown pants and tons of toilet paper. You know, to help with the collective crapping of pants that the Macrons and von der Leyens would be doing.
Because poop is funny.
But real talk. The reason why, for all this time, the Supreme Allied Commander in Europe was always a senior American general is for the simple reason that U.S. troops don't fight wars under foreign commanders. So, if Trump is actually considering to surrender the SAC Europe position to Europe, it automatically means that Trump is considering to fully pull U.S. troops out of Europe. This, coupled with what Article 5 actually says, it would mean, essentially, that America is pulling out of NATO without actually making it official.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
Now, if you ask me, the likelihood of Trump fully pulling out of Europe is around 40% yes, but 60% no, because a full pullout would be immensely favorable to Russia. And even though Trump and Putin are friendlier than Biden was with Putin, all of Europe being under Russian influence is not exactly favorable to U.S. interests. So most likely, Trump is using this as just another negotiating tactic in his current ideological war with the European Union.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.